everyone. Welcome back to Speak English with Mishu. I'm Emily, and with me is my good friend, Liam. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, Emily. This week was busy, but I had some small wins. How about you?
Same here. Actually, I had a big moment this week. I finally spoke up in front of my class about how I was feeling. Normally, I get nervous sharing my emotions in English, but this time, I just went for it. And you know what? People actually connected with me more.
That's powerful. And it connects perfectly with today's episode. We're diving into feelings and emotions in English, how to express them naturally, without fear, and why it matters so much for communication.
Exactly. Think about it. When we can't express how we feel, people don't really know us. But when we learn the right words and phrases, we build trust, friendship, and deeper conversations.
So here's a question for you, listener. Have you ever wanted to tell someone how you feel, but couldn't find the right words in English? If yes, then stay with us. This episode will help you unlock that.
So let's start with the big question. Why does talking about feelings and emotions in English even matter? Some learners might think, I just need grammar and vocabulary. But trust me, emotions are at the heart of real communication.
Yes, imagine this. You're at work and your boss asks, "How are you doing?" If you only say, "I'm fine," every time, it doesn't really show who you are. But if you can say, "I'm a little stressed today, but I'm also excited about the new project," suddenly your words create connection.
Exactly. Feelings make conversations alive. Without them, English can feel cold and robotic. And here's the truth. When people hear your emotions, they don't just understand your English, they understand you.
And let's be honest, sometimes we even hide our feelings because we don't know the words. We say, "good," when actually we're tired, sad, or even proud of something. But learning these emotional words helps us be more authentic.
That's so true. When I learned how to say, I feel nervous but hopeful, I suddenly had a way to show my real self, and people respected that honesty.
So in today's episode, we'll go step by step, understanding the common problems, discovering the emotional vocabulary, and practicing real conversations so that you can confidently express your feelings in English.
And by the end, you'll not only learn new words, you'll feel more connected and powerful in your daily life. Let's be honest. Many English learners struggle when it comes to talking about emotions. Have you ever noticed that?
Oh, absolutely. I've seen students freeze when someone asks, "How are you feeling today?" They want to answer, but the words just don't come.
Right. And sometimes instead of expressing emotions, they give very short answers like, I'm okay, or I'm fine. But deep inside, maybe they feel tired, nervous, or even excited. They just don't know how to say it.
And here's another issue. In some cultures, people don't usually share emotions openly. So when they try in English, it feels extra uncomfortable.
That's so true. I remember one of my friends who moved abroad. She told me, I know the grammar. I can order food, ask for directions, but when it comes to saying, I'm sad or I'm lonely, I just can't.
And that creates a bigger problem. It can make learners feel disconnected. They might have friends around them, but if they can't share feelings, conversations stay on the surface level.
Exactly. And let's not forget the pressure of choosing the right word. Many learners think, what if I say the wrong word? What if people laugh?
Yes, fear of mistakes stops them from even trying. And that's what we're here to break today.
Because once you learn the right vocabulary and practice, expressing emotions in English becomes natural and it makes relationships so much stronger. So now let's go deeper. Why do learners actually struggle with talking about feelings in English? It's not just about vocabulary, it's also emotional and psychological.
True. First, there's fear of judgment. Many learners think, if I say the wrong word, people will laugh at me. That fear makes them stay quiet or just say, I'm fine, even when they're not.
Yes, and the second cause is habit. In daily life, most of us use the same basic words again and again, like good, bad, or okay. Over time, our brain gets stuck with those, and we forget to explore deeper emotional words.
Another big one is translation. Some learners try to translate emotions directly from their native language into English, but feelings don't always translate perfectly. For example, one word in your language might mean a little sad but also peaceful, and in English, you'd need a phrase, not just one word.
Oh, yes, I've seen that. It creates frustration because learners think, why doesn't English have the exact word? But actually, it's about learning expressions, not just single words.
And let's not forget social pressure. In some places, people are taught to hide emotions, especially negative ones. So when they try to speak English, they feel blocked, like it's not appropriate to share feelings.
Right. And logically, if you never practice emotions in your first language, it feels twice as hard in English.
Exactly. So the real challenge is a mix of fear, habits, translation issues, and cultural mindset.
But here's the good news. You can break all of these barriers step by step, and that's what we'll start doing now. Okay, time for solutions. The first and most practical step is to start small with basic feeling words. You don't need big or complicated vocabulary in the beginning.
Exactly. Words like happy, sad, tired, angry, excited, nervous. These are simple but powerful. If you can use them naturally in daily conversations, you already open the door to deeper communication.
For example, instead of only saying, I'm fine, you can say, I'm a little tired today, but I'm happy to be here. Look how much more personal that sounds.
And here's a tip. Practice with the phrase, I feel. It's such a flexible starter. I feel happy. I feel nervous. I feel proud. Once you get used to this, you can add more detail later.
Yes, and don't worry about sounding too simple. Remember, even native speakers use these basic words all the time. What matters is expressing yourself.
Another mini strategy is to connect your feeling with a reason. Instead of just saying, I feel sad, try, I feel sad because I miss my family. This makes your English sound real and relatable.
Oh, I love that. It's like building a little story every time you speak, and stories always connect people.
So, solution number one, keep it simple, start with basic feeling words, and use I feel plus a reason. That alone will transform your daily English conversations.
And the best part? You can practice this today, right after listening to this episode. Once you're comfortable with the basics, the next step is expanding your emotional vocabulary. This means learning more colorful and specific words to describe how you feel.
Right. Instead of always saying happy, you could say excited, joyful, grateful, or even peaceful. Each word shows a different shade of happiness.
And for sad, you could use disappointed, lonely, upset, or heartbroken. These words help people understand exactly what kind of sadness you mean.
Here's a trick. Create word groups. Take one basic feeling like happy and list 5 or 6 stronger or softer versions of it. That way, your brain has options ready during conversations.
I love that idea. For example, my happy group could be glad, cheerful, thrilled, thankful, proud.
Perfect! And the more groups you build, the richer your emotional English becomes.
Another fun way is to learn from movies, TV shows, or even songs. Notice how characters describe their emotions. Sometimes they say things like, I'm on cloud nine, or I feel blue. These phrases give you natural, real-life language.
Yes, idioms and expressions make your speech sound alive. But start slowly, choose just a few that feel easy to remember, and use them often.
And here's my challenge to our listeners. This week, instead of saying, I'm fine, try using one new emotion word every day. It could be, I'm grateful, I'm stressed, or I'm hopeful. Small changes bring big confidence.
Exactly. That's how you move from basic English to expressive English.
Now that we've talked about basic words and expanding vocabulary, here's another powerful strategy. Use stories to express emotions.
Yes, instead of just saying, I feel nervous, you can tell a short story, like, I feel nervous because tomorrow I have to give a presentation at school. Stories give context, and people connect more.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be long. Even 2 sentences can make your feelings real. For example, I feel excited. Yesterday, I got a call from my best friend after many months.
That's a great example. Notice how the emotion plus the story makes the listener feel something too. They don't just hear your word, they feel it with you.
And here's the magic. When you use stories, people usually respond with their own stories. That's how real conversations grow.
True, and learners often think, but my English isn't perfect. Don't worry, stories don't need perfect grammar. They need heart. Even simple sentences work.
For example, I was sad yesterday. My dog was sick, but now I feel happy because he is better.
Very simple, but powerful.
Yes, anyone can do this, and the more you practice, the more natural it feels.
So solution number 3 is, don't just name your emotions, share a short story around them. That's how you make your English warm, human, and memorable.
All right, here comes our final big strategy. Practice emotions in real situations before you actually need them.
That's so important. Many learners wait until they're in a real conversation and then panic when the right word doesn't come. But if you practice ahead of time, your brain is ready.
Yes, one easy way is journaling. Every night, write 1 or 2 sentences starting with, Today I felt, for example, today I felt proud because I finished my homework early.
That's great. Another method is mirror practice. Stand in front of a mirror and say, I feel, with different emotions. Add your face and body language. It's like training your brain and your expression together.
Oh, I love that. It also helps you sound more natural because feelings aren't just words. They're also in your tone and body language.
And here's one more tip. Try practicing with a friend. Have a mini emotion exchange. One person says, I feel excited because, and the other shares their feeling too. It's fun, and it builds confidence fast.
Yes, the more you practice, the less fear you'll have when it's time to speak with real people in English.
So, our 4th solution is, don't wait for the perfect moment. Create small practice moments every day. That's how you build confidence to talk about emotions anytime.
Exactly. Expressing emotions is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Okay, now let's talk about the challenges you might face even after learning these strategies. Fear and doubt are very real.
Absolutely. Many learners think, what if I say the wrong word? Or what if people don't understand me? That fear can stop you from trying at all.
And here's the truth. Mistakes are part of learning. Even native speakers make mistakes when expressing feelings. They stumble, they pause, they choose the wrong word sometimes.
Yes. So one key is to accept imperfection. Your goal is to communicate, not to be perfect.
Another obstacle is self-consciousness. You might feel silly saying, I'm proud or I'm nervous. But remember, everyone has emotions. Sharing them is human, not embarrassing.
And sometimes people may not respond the way you hope. That's okay too. Your goal is to express yourself, not to get approval.
Exactly. Confidence grows when you focus on your feelings, not on judgment from others.
And here's a tip. Start small. Share your emotions with a friend. a family member, or even write them down. Gradually, you'll feel comfortable in bigger situations.
So, overcoming obstacles is all about accepting mistakes, practicing small, and focusing on connection rather than judgment.
Yes, every time you try, your brain learns, your confidence grows, and your English becomes more natural.
Okay, Liam, let's do a little role play to show our listeners how to express feelings naturally in English.
Sounds good. Who goes first?
I'll start. Hi, Liam. I feel a bit nervous today because I have a big presentation later.
That's a great start, Emily. I could respond, I understand. I feel excited but also a little anxious before my presentation, too. Maybe we can help each other prepare.
Perfect. See how simple that was? We just shared feelings and added a reason.
Let's try another one. Emily, I feel really happy today because I finally finished reading that book I wanted.
That's wonderful. I could say, I feel proud of you. I've been meaning to finish that book too, but haven't had time.
Notice how we're connecting through emotions. It's not just about vocabulary, it's about sharing experiences.
Exactly. And you can practice this at home too. Pick one feeling each day and say it out loud with a reason. Even short sentences work.
Role plays like this train your brain to speak naturally. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to express real emotions in real conversations.
And that's the goal. English that's alive, warm, and connected to your life. Now it's time to learn some key words and phrases about feelings that you can start using today.
Yes, let's go through a few and use them in sentences so it sticks.
First word, anxious, meaning nervous or worried about something. Example, I feel anxious before exams.
Second word, overjoyed, meaning extremely happy. Example, I was overjoyed when I got the job offer.
Third word, relieved, feeling relaxed after stress. Example, I felt relieved after finishing my presentation.
Fourth word, frustrated, when something annoys or bothers you. Example, I felt frustrated because I couldn't solve the problem.
Fifth word, confident, feeling sure about yourself. Example, I feel confident speaking English after practice.
Sixth phrase, on cloud nine, meaning extremely happy. Example, she was on cloud nine when her team won the match.
And seventh phrase, feeling under the weather, meaning not feeling well. Example, I'm feeling under the weather today, so I'm resting.
Practice these words and phrases by using them in sentences about your day. Even short sentences will help your brain remember and use them naturally.
Yes, and don't be afraid to mix these words with I feel or short stories. That's how your English will sound real and alive. Wow, what a journey today! We started by understanding why expressing feelings in English is so important, then explored common struggles, and finally learned 4 powerful strategies to speak about emotions confidently.
That's right. Remember, start small with basic words, expand your emotional vocabulary, use stories to explain your feelings, and practice in real situations.
And don't forget to face your fears. Mistakes are part of learning, and every time you try, you grow stronger and more confident.
Also, use the words and phrases we practiced today. Try, I feel anxious, overjoyed, or even on cloud nine in your daily conversations. Small steps every day make a big difference.
And most importantly, remember, your emotions matter. Expressing them connects you with people, makes your English sound real, and helps you grow personally too.
So, dear listeners, take action today. Write down one feeling, say it aloud, tell a short story, or share it with a friend. Your confidence will skyrocket.
Wow, what a journey today. We started by understanding why expressing feelings in English is so important, then explored common struggles, and finally learned 4 powerful strategies to speak about emotions confidently.
That's right. Remember, start small with basic words, expand your emotional vocabulary, use stories to explain your feelings, and practice in real situations.
And don't forget to face your fears. Mistakes are part of learning, and every time you try, you grow stronger and more confident.
Also, use the words and phrases we practiced today. Try, I feel anxious, overjoyed, or even on cloud nine in your daily conversations. Small steps every day make a big difference.
And most importantly, remember, your emotions matter. Expressing them connects you with people, makes your English sound real, and helps you grow personally too.
So, dear listeners, take action today. Write down one feeling, say it aloud, tell a short story, or share it with a friend. Your confidence will skyrocket.
Thank you so much for joining us on Speak English with Mishu. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment your favorite new feeling word below.
And remember, every word you speak with heart is a step closer to fluent, natural English. Keep practicing, stay confident, and see you in the next episode.
Bye for now. Keep feeling, keep expressing, and keep learning.